Hello and welcome to the second round of the Skill Issue Fantasy Series 2000. We are at Sebrington. No, we're not. We are at Spielberg for the second round here on the qualifying lap here. Coming down the start-finish straight and heading uphill into the first turn. Brake a little late, coast through the corner, do not hit the sausage curb because that'll send you flying. And powering out of the corner up the hill to what I think is officially labeled the second and third corners, but is really just kind of a twisty straight. Now onto this hairpin here. Very, very important that you take it inside as much as you can, because I found in every iteration of this track, in every game on every car, if you go too wide, the hill bumping will throw you off course, and there's your car sideways. Now, as we come to the second hairpin on the lap here, very important to brake early because the downhill will keep momentum for you. I took a pretty terrible line there, but we got through it. And coming into the middle hump section, very important to be totally off the brakes. There is no combined entry on this corner because with these cars at least, it throws the balance way off. So keeping it a little bit sloppy, but you know, the car's still going the right way. And we're headed towards the final two corners. Again, on this corner here, very important to be totally off the brakes once you start turning the wheel. Otherwise, the ass end will be in front of you. And rounding the final corner, power down early, got to get as much momentum as you can through the start-finish straight and across the line.
That's your quickest lap in this session.
End of the qualifying session, Jimmy Vason first, DeFiero and Moreno at second and third, and DeMarso best of the rest. I only qualified way down there in P12, which isn't great, but I am within shouting distance of Peter Racey. Love to see him. So we are rolling and ready to go at the start of the race. Green lights on. Decent putting the power down. We're up to third, gonna hit fourth before slamming the brakes at the DRS detection line, something which will not exist for another 11 years canonically as far as this championship series goes. Really sloppy putting the power back on, almost clipping the wings off the car behind, but making up two positions in that first corner, heading down to the first actual hairpin of the track here. Again, uphill, trying not to clip the sausage curb, but in fact bouncing the car. And losing it a little bit there, trying to get the power down, short shifting out of second into third, and by the time you're in third, you can just put the pedal flat if you like. Headed towards this downhill hairpin here, just got to coast through, taking a wide line because I did not slow down enough, which is unfortunate as we head into the hump section here. Gonna just try to hope to make up some time in this middle sector here, which, I mean, closing the distance, so it's okay. Power down early and gonna take a little bit of that runoff outside area just to enhance the turning angle into this corner. And as we exit the hump section, losing sight of the car ahead just a little bit. Going into the penultimate corner here, got to keep it nice and steady, tight line, get a little bit of the curves, but if you touch those shredders on the outside, boy, that's just going to be the end of your car. Finishing the first lap in P10, not the greatest, but gaining two positions on that initial lap. So we fast forward now to the fifth lap about 5 minutes later, still in P10, but having caught up to the back of the car of A. Torreno, getting slipstream along that straight after the first corner. Gonna take the inside, losing position, getting out braked, but gonna make it stick and bully him off the line, taking the inside up to P9 on lap 5. You love to see that. And then on lap number 10, it all falls apart, unfortunately. Still holding P9, real sloppy exit on that corner. And there's a cluster of 3 cars ahead when all of a sudden the coolant leak warning comes on. If you've played this game, you know that that is really just the final bell tolling for you. It's once the issue actually happens, there's no way to reverse it. And in the 30-minute race, it's not like, you know, a full 24-hour race where you can pop into the pits for a couple of minutes. The damage is done, so I'm just hoping in this moment that I can hold on. There's still more than half a race to go. I would just like to keep lapping if possible, and as we come around to the penultimate corner, still giving chase, losing a bit of ground when suddenly, there goes the engine. It's unfortunate, but I'm close enough to the pits to get in safely and get some kind words from Jim.
Oh shit, that engine's completely gone. No chance of fixing that, mate. I've shat better performances than that.
Thank you, Jim. Very cool. So I was the only car to retire in that race. Clark, Finns, Tafaldi, Gunn taking 1, 2, 3 respectively. Kenneth, Bryce, best of the rest. And Peter Racey making up 5 positions. Love to see it. What a guy. We can't stop talking about him. So with the second round come and gone, I still have sole ownership of P10, making me 2/3 of the way towards being good at this game. Up at the top of the standings, tied for P1 with 13 points, is Kenneth Bryce and Canadian legend Peter Racey! We can't stop talking about him here north of the border. What the hell just happened to my throat? I'm gonna... Road Atlanta's next. I'm gonna go. Have a good day. Bye.